What's up, guys? Doug here, bringing you a game of Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and today I'm using the class with PDW 57 with Grip and I believe Silencer, using the killstreaks VSAT, EMP, and Swarm. So one thing I've been meaning to ask you guys is, if I have a longer video like this one, which is 10 minutes long, how exactly would you like me to make it shorter? Do you want me to only include the part where I really do good? Or do you want me to make it like 1.5 times speed or something like that? Because most people can't keep focused on a video that's 10 minutes long. It just doesn't keep their interest. So I want to try to do something about it to make it more interesting for everybody. So now that I've been playing the game for a little bit, I think it's finally okay for me to talk about the things that I really do like about this game and things that I really don't. I know plenty of people have already done videos like this, but I just wanted to do mine so you guys could see what I'm feeling about the game. So let's start off with the positives. There's a lot of things that I like about this game. It's very Modern Warfare-esque, I'd say, compared to the last Black Ops. And that's what I really like. I don't know why. I've always liked the way the Modern Warfare games are set up. And I generally do better playing the Modern Warfare games as well. But there's something about this game that I just really like. It doesn't really feel like Black Ops did. I've always felt like the original Black Ops kind of seemed cartoonish. And this took away from that, and it just seems like a more realistic game, and it makes it more fun and more interesting for me to play. First off, the thing that I think is the absolute best about this game is the way that the kill streaks are set up. I just really think that they got the whole score streak, and mixed with kills, your score, blowing up things, it's just really well done. I mean, I like the fact that if I go and if I blow up a stealth chopper, that it counts towards my kill streak, or my score streak, rather. I just think that that was necessary in all the other games, but it was never there. Another thing that I really like about this game is the way that the snipers are set up. I've been always saying for the longest time that it's ridiculous that sometimes the hit detection will just give you a hit marker even if you shoot somebody in like the shoulder or something. And I think it's great that they finally got down in this game that anything above the waist, at least on the DSR, is a one-shot, one-kill. On the other snipers, it's a little bit different. I think they're mostly from the chest up. But I really think that that was something that needed to be done. The maps, for the most part, are really good in this game. I mean, there's one or two that I don't like at all. I mean, I absolutely hate them. But for the most part, they're all pretty enjoyable to play. And I think my favorite thing that they added in this game was the game type hardpoint. It's a great way to level. It's a ton of fun to play. And if you're somebody who struggles to get kill streaks and you like to play objective, then Hardpoint can help you out. You can usually get your score streaks a little bit easier. Now, I like that they implemented the whole, you can only have 10 items in your class setup. At first, I really didn't like it. It was something that I thought was stupid, but it really does help everybody to make their classes pretty even, that you can't have, like, the overpowered classes like you could in, say, like, Modern Warfare 2, where everybody was running around with the UMP, silence, whatever, or using bling on some guns. And the major thing that I think it does is it makes everyone even. There's always been people that complain that the game's unfair to a certain group of people, like snipers or people that run around with submachine guns. And I think it makes it a pretty fair trade-off for just about every kind of player that there is. Now, one last thing that I want to say that I really like about this game is how if you have a UAV, a counter UAV, an orbital VSAT, or an EMP in, for each one of those that you have called in, you get plus 10 points from the assist bonus that it gives you. And I really just like that. I know I'm going to be uploading a video of this probably in 2 days. I have another one that's set up for tomorrow. But if you have all three set up, like I was running around with UAV, counter UAV, and the orbital VSAT, I was always at the top of the leaderboard, even if I didn't do well at all. And it just gives you a great boost of experience, and it really helps you level fast. Okay, so now I want to talk a little bit about some of the negatives that I've seen in this game. And although the positives outweigh the negatives, there are still a lot of negatives about this game. So the first thing that I want to talk about, I'm actually doing its own separate video on that will be uploaded tomorrow. And that is the matchmaking system in this game. I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a game, I've gotten my high kill streaks, and then everybody on the other team leaves. And then, instead of putting more people into the lobby, the game just ends and says that the enemy's forfeited. And that is really frustrating, because I swear it happens that every time I get a kill streak. Now, the next thing on my list isn't so much something that needs to be removed from the game as much as it's something that could be fixed, and that is the theater mode. I swear, half the time that I want to do a commentary, I go back to the theater mode to try to find that game, and for whatever reason, it's just not there. So I need to try to find one of those programs that it constantly records and that I can just clip exactly the portion that I want. Because the program I have now, the only way I can do that is if I render the entire video, which is generally about 2.5 hours long or so. The next thing that I really do not like about this game is the hunter-killer drone. I just feel like that specific score streak is extremely overpowered, and you basically have to do nothing to get it. And I swear, there's like absolutely nothing that you can do to avoid it, because I've gotten hit. Well, I mean, I know Ghost isn't supposed to avoid it, but I've gotten hit with ones doing Ghost, gotten hit with them using Blind Eye, and I thought Blind Eye was supposed to protect them. But even wearing Flak Jacket, the explosion is too much, and you end up dying half the time anyway. I also really don't like the Target Finder attachment. It seems like it's just such a noob attachment to be running around, putting a red dot around all the enemies. I mean, yeah, it's pretty easy to avoid, but I don't know, it's just an annoying attachment. I never seem to do well with it, but it seems like I always die from people that are using it. I really do like the maps in this game, but I do not like the system that it uses to choose the maps. It seems like I always get Raid or Overflow and these kind of maps, and I never seem to get maps like Turbine or Drone or anything like that, and it's annoying because I like to be able to vary the maps that I use in my gameplays. Now, my last complaint is, I don't know whether you'd call it hit detection or the bullets shoot too fast or exactly what it is, but I swear it seems like no matter what, even if I'm aiming directly on a person, I shoot a minimum of at least 7 to 8 bullets before I notice that he's dead or anything. And I'm not exactly what it is, but it seems like at the most I get 2, sometimes 3 on an assault rifle kills per clip, and I know in other games in the past I was able to get many more than that. Alrighty, so that's basically just about all the negatives that at least I've noticed or I've had specific problems with in this game. I'm sure there's more that I've had and I just can't think of them at the moment, or that there are more positives that I just can't think of at the moment. And like I said earlier, the positives in this game definitely outweigh the negatives. If there's something specific about the game that I didn't say, it's generally a good thing just because it didn't bother me, so I didn't mention it in the negatives, and it wasn't important enough to mention the positives. So here's the part where I start to get my major kill streak throughout the entire video. Up until this point, I did alright, but I didn't do great in the video. But I don't want to just leave you to watch the video, so I think, excuse me, sorry, I just ate something, so I guess I'm starting to burp a lot. But I want to leave you with something at least to think about or talk about during the time that I'm going over this kill streak, I guess. I really want to thank those of you that have been watching all of my videos. On all of my Black Ops 2 videos since I've come back, I get 4 likes, and I'm not sure if it's the same 4 people or whatever it is, but I just want to thank everybody that has been liking my video. I'm not sure if anyone's shared it, I don't think they have, but for those of you guys that do share my videos in the future, I'd like to give a big thank you. And also, if it's not too much to impose that you do share them. It seems like I've been stuck on 33 subscribers since, I'd say, even back when I was in Modern Warfare 3, I was always on 33 subscribers for quite a while. So even just 1 subscriber for me makes the biggest difference. Another thing is, I want to ask you guys, if it's not too much that you comment, I really do enjoy reading through the comments and answering questions and anything like that. It's just, it gives me something to do, and it really makes me feel like people are actually interested in what I'm doing. Alright guys, so the game's pretty much coming to an end. It looks like I've got about 50 seconds or so left in the gameplay. Because surprisingly this game actually didn't end because we reached the final score. It actually ended due to time, which doesn't seem to happen very much, at least not in core games. But anyway, what I want to say is just thanks again for watching my videos. I know I just talked about this, but be sure to like, comment, and if you really liked it, please be sure to favorite it. It really does help me out. Alrighty, so my final score in this gameplay, I went 42 kills, 15 deaths, with 33 confirms, and 9 denies. And I know the kill-death ratio is not exactly the highest, but it was just a fun gameplay because of all the points that were all over my screen, just because the Swarm, the EMP, and the VSAT, they all offer additional points whenever a teammate gets a kill, or, well, the Swarm gets its own kills, but You know what I mean. Alright guys, so this is just about the end of the game. I just want to thank you one last time for watching the video. This has been Doug, and thanks for watching.
Objective achieved. Good work.